This is a part of the plan. This is a part of Bruce Arians' plan. This is a part. Max, we all talked about last year, well, Max has been talking about the Cliffs for 3 years, but we all talked about last year New England not having the weapons that it requires for Tom Brady to do what he needs to do at the age of 42. Nobody dismisses the fact that Tom Brady ain't what Tom Brady used to be when he was rolling. But we all well, a lot of us, myself and Stephen A., and probably you, Molly, as well, accept the fact that Tom Brady still got good football left in him and can play at a championship level. So with that being said, the moves that you see them making are moves that was probably predetermined before when they knew that they would get Tom Brady. Protect your quarterback. We saw this trend in the league. The Giants did it with their offensive tackle in the draft, with Andrew Thomas. We saw this happen and transpire. It's a great move for them. And Tampa Bay, to me, is ahead in the NFC South, but they were ahead when they signed Rob Gronkowski more so than Tristan Wirfs, who they drafted last night.
Look, I have to admit Tampa Bay is catching up, and it's now close because I mentioned embarrassment of riches before. Good Lord. I mean, Tom Brady took that, got an organization with a head coach and with receiving weapons everywhere, an underrated defense. They've invested in the O-line, the whole thing, right? And then Gronk joins them, and now they got a guy. It's not just that they got a tackle. They had a need at right tackle. They got value because Wirfs was supposed to go fourth to the Giants. He slid all the way to them, so they even got value at the position. I'm still not putting them ahead of the Saints. The Saints haven't done stuff as sexy as the Bucs have, right? But like Emmanuel Sanders, it's exactly what they need. They needed a real number 2 receiver, and that guy is still playing very well. They have the best receiver in the division. They have an excellent number 2. They have continuity on that team. They had a need on the offensive line. It just wasn't as big a deal, not on the outside, on the interior of the offensive line. They used their first-round pick on that. The Saints are a very well-constructed, well-coached team with continuity, and every year we think they're among the favorites, and they've run into some, Drew Brees hasn't played great in certain spots. They've run into some bad luck, especially with officiating. You keep taking bites of that apple, it's going to work out one year. At this moment, I still have the Saints as the number 1 team in the division.
Well, I respect your position on the Saints, but I'm going to roll with Marcus Spears here, and I don't want to hear a single damn word of positivity that oozes out of your mouth about Tom Brady for this upcoming season. I don't want to hear a damn word. According to you, the cliff had arrived 3 years ago. Then it arrived 2 years ago. But then it arrived last year, and it wasn't a cliff. It was a ravine. And when I religiously stated, and Molly is a witness, Pastor Spears is a witness, I literally said on numerous occasions, Tom Brady doesn't have anything to work with. Antonio Brown didn't work out. Josh Gordon didn't work out. N'Keal Harry and Lacoste and those boys were rookies. What do you expect? Bill Belichick and those brothers, knowing he was 42 years of age, put him in this position. You did not want to hear it. You kept saying he's done. You even called him a jag at one point. Just another guy. That was you. Okay, but now that he's in Tampa, now that it's Mike Evans, now that it's Chris Godwin, now that it's Gronk, with O.J. Howard, with Cameron Brate. Oh, by the way, they just drafted an offensive lineman. Now, I got to say, they're catching up. No. Stinky, as Michael Irvin once said,
don't make any
sense. Intensity. Please don't lose the intensity. Keep the same intensity. Please don't lose the intensity.
You don't make any sense.
Don't change that. Don't change that.
You're saying that Tom Brady, Tom Brady goes to the most loaded situation, and because of Tom
Brady's done.
Hold on.
Tom Brady's done. Now he's got weapons, and all of a sudden you want to modify? No.
If Kirk Cousins was in Tampa Bay, we'd be saying more or less the same stuff about them. If you put an average quarterback in Tampa Bay with those weapons, we'd be like, that's going to be a problem because of the amount of offense. What is it? That's not a commentary on Tom Brady, and I still got the Saints.
Kirk Cousins is not average. Please.
Oh, no?
You don't get to say that. You sat up there and said he was done 3 years ago, and 2 years ago, and 1 year ago.
Top what?
Stop it.
Yeah. I said Brady's going to go from elite to just a guy. What is he?
I got to say it again.
He's elite right now?
They're catching up. Please.
Yeah.
Max,
He will
did
be.
you
Right,
just
so do the
compare
Vikings.
Kirk
That's right.
Cousins to Tom Brady? Hold on. Did Max just compare Kirk Cousins to Tom Brady?
Yeah, at this point in their
Yes.
career, sure.
Max, come
Kirk
on,
Cousins
man.
won a playoff game last
on.
year. Did Tom Brady?
Tom Brady,
that's what we going
Tom
by
Brady
now?
won 12 games with no
That's
offense.
what we going by now?
He won with 12 games with no offense.
Hold on,
No,
Mark.
he had a great
Marcus,
defense
hold
and the
on.
best
He
coach
won
in the
12
league.
Marcus, hold on. Hold on, Max. Max, did the
all right.
Patriots in Tom Brady's prime, did the Patriots lose without winning a playoff game in the season? Yes, they did. They did that a couple of times in Tom Brady's career. They didn't always win a playoff game when he was balling. So now because they didn't win a playoff game last year, that's on him?
Stephen A., they had an all-world defense last season. Tom Brady was good enough to win 12 games in the regular season, but when they needed it most against Miami and then in the playoffs against the Titans, they didn't get it done. It's not just Tom Brady, but this is a guy who a couple of years ago was able to take Edelman and Hogan and these guys, Amendola, and make Super Bowl runs. That's not the same guy anymore. I'm not making this up.
That's done. I'm done listening to you. You said Derrick Henry was a monster, and that was the reason they lost the game. Now it's Tom Brady. Now it's Tom Brady when you were saying Derrick Henry for months.
Nobody's saying that.
Wait, I can't say that one player on the other team is good.
Max.
That means I'm saying something about Brady.
Nobody's.
If I think Derrick Henry's a monster,
saying that Tom Brady's the same guy.
Was the reason.
myself about Brady.
That's not what I said.
All right,
you trying to twist it because you don't want to be accountable. Oh, please. Yeah, please. Talk to yourself about Brady. I'm not listening to you no more. Matter of fact, whenever you bring up Brady, I'm going to walk off.
Confusing. That's all I got to say.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.